Hey there everybody, Coach Aaron here from over at Summers Fitness, and today I want to talk to you about one thing that really could be holding you back from reaching your fitness goals. And this applies to me, this applies to you, and this has applied to pretty much everybody that I've come in contact with. In fact, I've seen people that have had amazing nutrition, they've been working out consistently, and they've been doing all the right things, but this one thing was holding them back from reaching their goals, and that thing is stress. So stress has so many negative effects on your body and your hormones and everything like that. So I want to share with you some of the negative effects, and then also 3 different quick things that you can do to hopefully help reduce stress. Now I know that we all live in a life, this is a world today where it's very stressful, and we all have different stressors, and everybody's different, so different things stress people out. But these are just 3 quick tips that I've applied to my own life that's kind of helped me manage stress, so I want to share it with you as well. But first off, there are many bad effects of stress that they can have on your body. Like I said, hold you back from your fitness goals. And one of those things is shortness of breath. We've got increased blood pressure, increased cortisol levels. When your cortisol levels get too high, you could get some increased weight gain. It also leads to fatigue and decreased recovery time. When you're not recovering the proper way, you don't feel good, you can't work out as hard, and you might find yourself in a perpetual wheel where you're constantly getting more and more stressed just from that alone. So it could have some serious effects on your body, and when it comes to fitness and fitness goals, a lot of people have the goal of weight loss and fat loss, and that could definitely affect that. So here's 3 quick tips that I have applied to my life that I think if you apply it to your life, this could help you with your stress as well. The first one is manage your time and plan ahead. I know for me, if I'm running late to something, then that's going to be really stressful. Or if I feel like I'm just constantly go, 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 and I haven't planned out my day, I might forget about something, or I might not have that time for myself. So one of the things is ritualize. So I've made a morning ritual for myself rather than wake up. Let's backtrack a little bit. So for work, I have to be here at 4:30 a.m. So in the past, when I first started doing this, I would wake up at like 4 o'clock, and then I just get dressed real quick, zoom out the door, and try to get here. And that alone has stressed me out. And then I even though I got a little bit more sleep, I was actually more tired throughout the day, and that's led to more stress. So I actually wake up an hour early. I wake up at 3:30 a.m. I cook myself some breakfast. I read a little bit. I hang out with the dogs, have a little bit of coffee, and I feel like that prepares me more for the day. And I also could look ahead for my day and see what challenges I might face throughout the day, and try to learn how to overcome those before I face those challenges. But being prepared and prioritizing are going to help you reduce your stress. And along with preparation, getting on a calendar, mapping out every day what you need to do at what hours is going to help you manage your stress, because you're not going to be late for things. And along with what I was just saying, you're going to be able to identify your challenges ahead of time. And also, one of the things that stresses people out, like I said before, is if you're just go, 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 and you don't have that time for rest. If you calendar your day out, or you calendar your week out, you're going to see that you are going to have a little bit more free time than you think. And you could plan that free time to rest up and recover, maybe do some yoga, maybe take a nap, whatever it is. And that's one way that you can reduce stress. So the next thing is journaling. Now, when I first started journaling, I didn't know what the heck to write about. A lot of times, if you just write what's on your mind, that alone can be very liberating, very relieving. But if you want a guide, this is called the 5-minute journal. I know I've talked about this in the past. This is a good guide to kind of teach you how to journal a little bit. And it's the same thing every day, but it's a good little template or guideline. So even when you're done with the 5-minute journal, if you just want to get a blank journal, you could continue to keep these habits and these methods. So the first thing it does in here is ask you to list 3 things that you're grateful for. So nothing is ever as bad as it seems. And even though it might seem like you're drowning, or it might seem that your life is so bad, when you recognize those things that you're grateful for, that's going to boost your mood up, and you're going to realize, oh yeah, life isn't as bad as it seems. But it also opens up your eyes to different things that you might not have recognized in the past, and makes you more mindful of the good things that you do have in your life. So list 3 things that you're grateful for in your journal. The next thing is, what would make today great? So when you write down or you say out loud what is likely to make your day great, your mind gravitates towards those things and you're more likely to accomplish those things throughout the day. The next one is a daily affirmation, an I am statement. So I am strong, I am confident, I am wise, whatever it might be. Write it down, say it out loud to yourself. And when you say something out loud, there's power in words and it's more likely to come to happen. So that only takes about 5 minutes, and you do that in the morning. And then there's 5 minutes in the evening asking questions like 3 amazing things that happened today. And even though it might have seemed like a bad day and it might have really stressed you out, there's always some positives to take away from every situation. So list 3 things that happened today that made you happy or made you or three things that you're grateful for that day. And then lastly, it asks you to write, how could I have made today even better? So recognize what made that day go bad and try to improve. Try to use that as feedback to improve and avoid whatever that is the next day. And each day you're going to have a list of things that you can kind of put to the side or look forward to doing that day too. So I definitely recommend journaling. This is something that has definitely helped me out. And whenever I do fall off of journaling and I do feel stressed again, when I pick this back up, it really helps me. And along with journaling, a tip that I've heard too is before you go to bed, if you've had a stressful day, if you're really stressed, write down everything that's on your mind. It's just a brain dump. Everything that happened that's bad that day or maybe that week, write it down, and then you can either shred it up or burn it, move on from it, but you get it out there and then you're able to move on to the next day. So those are just a few little tips for journaling, and in my opinion, those help with relieving some stress as well. So the last thing, I can't be a personal trainer or coach without saying this, is exercise. Exercise has such a good impact on your body, and especially with stress relief. So when you exercise, it releases endorphins, which make you feel really good. It decreases your cortisol level, which we talked about a little bit earlier. It also increases your confidence. You know, you're working on your posture, you're looking good, you're building some muscle, you're losing some fat at the same time. You're more confident about how you feel and how you look about yourself. And it also just gives you an opportunity to get away from the day-to-day life that's happening. It just gives you an opportunity to get away and just relieve some stress. And everybody always seems to feel so much better. You know, one of the best things that I do whenever I'm stressed, I'll take out a slam ball and just go to town on that thing and just slam it down as many times as I can, as hard as I can. And it's just so liberating and makes you feel so good. And there's many, many, many more benefits of exercise too, and different impacts that it has on stress. But I definitely recommend giving that a shot and trying out just those 3 things. So once again, managing your time and prioritizing, planning ahead, recognizing what obstacles might come in your way. The second thing is journaling. If you need a guide, like I said, check this out, the 5-minute journal. You can get it on Amazon. It's a good little guide. It's good for relieving some stress. And one thing that I missed actually with the 5-minute journal, I think really it helps to just get out what's on your mind, whether it's journaling or especially just talking with somebody. So if you have somebody that you can talk to, I feel like that really helps relieve stress. And if not, there's some great counselors or therapists out there too. And I know that helps a lot with reducing stress as well. So, and the last thing that I talked about was exercise. And we all know that the different benefits of exercise. So hopefully this helps. I know we all deal with stress in our life, and I know that this is an extremely stressful time for a lot of people. But try these different 3 tips out, or if you have any other tips for relieving stress, I'd like to hear from you and share in the comments below, because somebody else might benefit from that. These are 3 things that work for me, and I want to share these with you, but something that works with me might not work with you. Something that works with you might not work for me. So it's all about mixing and matching and finding the different things that work. So definitely I'd love to hear from it or from you. Share in the comment section below. How do you cope with stress? What helps you relieve stress? So hopefully this helps. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and smile and recognize what you're grateful for today. All right, see you next time. Bye-bye.